lot, bro. Sure. Yeah, let's go. Tell me yourself.
Let's talk about food. You just said you ate
Let's
a
talk
lot.
about food.
You just said you ate a lot.
About food, bro. About food.
Yeah.
I don't think we should eat every day, bro.
Yeah.
I think some days we should fast. I don't think we should eat 3 meals.
3 meals a day?
I think that's too much.
Okay.
You know?
Why?
Unless you go into the loo 3 times a day.
Damn. I don't think that's possible. Do you think that's possible?
I think if udla kathathu in one day,
Yeah.
fanele uye bathroom kathathu. Because into eyenzakalayo ufike udle imile namhlanje ewu3 uye bathroom kanye.
Sure.
Kusalela amamila awu2 wi-system. Uphinde kusasa ufake enye imili. Uye bathroom kanye uphinde u-add amanye amamili. Usunamamili amangaka seleswini, and then you have motherfuckers bekhoma ngemkhaba.
Yeah.
While there's a high possibility ukuthi it's not just guts, it's not just empty guts that makes motherfuckers have big bellies. They full of shit, literally.
Oh shit.
You know? So
oh shit.
So
yeah.
bro, like,
They're walking with it.
Yeah, they're walking around with shit. Like, people have shitty ideas. I think that's where all the shitty ideas come from.
That's crazy.
You know, shitty behavior.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, bro. So, like, when you're hungry, bro, I think hunger is not like something that you have to respond to immediately. As soon as you get hungry, you should eat. You know? Excuse me. So I think sometimes you must try and forget that you're hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, forget that you're hungry, because you're not sure if you're hungry or it's just cravings, or your stomach is used to having a certain amount of weight of food.
Yeah, and I also think Uguti, like with what you are saying right now, Uguti Fitsu. You know, I don't know, is it like our women, like, have you seen white women, like, most of them, like, the shape of their body, and then, I'm not comparing, you know, races or whatever, it could be Indian women or whoever, but I feel like most other races don't have, like, fat
people.
Yeah, just like us, you know.
The thing is, you cannot speak a lot about people's sizes.
Yeah.
Cancelled.
Is it wrong?
Because there's a smooth movement.
Is it wrong?
Smooth movement whereby they fighting. It's wrong to speak about people's size, people's body shape, and all that. It's wrong because you're making people uncomfortable. There's nothing that you can say now that you really feel about, like you have strong feelings about, like, yo, you should not look like a 5-liter bottle.
Yeah.
You should look a certain way. You know, somebody's gonna catch offense towards that.
But in the same way, I feel like you're being, like, realistic. I mean, like, you call it as it is. You know, you say it how you feel. You know.
But people are comforted by lies.
Yeah.
The whole society is built on lies.
So we should talk about people not being fat, like that kind of fat.
You can't speak about the truth. The truth is dangerous. You can't speak anything true. People love lies because the government lies to people. Spiritual systems lie to people. School lies to students. There are so many things that are being told on people that are false.
Sure.
We are used to lies so much that the truth is not comfortable.
No, we hate the truth.
We hate the truth.
But the truth just sets you free, though.
Sets who free?
I don't know, but that's what.
Lies are comforting, bro. Lies are comforting. Lies are comforting. That's the way it is.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
you go to an area where you find upper class people,
Sure.
and then you find out that they don't have swag. They don't dress as good
As the
the
lower
lower
class.
class.
Yeah.
The lower class dresses way better
Sure.
than the higher class.
Sure.
Yeah, well?
Mm.
And you ask yourself, why is that? Because people rather have shells, to protect the fragility of what is inside. Deep down, they know they ain't got shit. So at least they gotta look good. You gotta have a nice fade. You gotta have a nice this and that. So people invest in swag, they invest in clothing more than they invest in good nutrition.
Sure.
It's random that people eat nonsense
And where?
and wear the best cotton designs.
Yeah.
So it's the way it is, bro. It's the way it is.
I feel you.
But maybe it's not the way it should be.
Yeah.
But who are we to change what society is? What society has become?
I mean, somebody has to say something at some point.
Obviously, you can say whatever, but if we're gonna keep on being truthful, then we won't get a fan base. Nobody's gonna like us. But if we lie to motherfuckers, whoa.
Then we're gonna get liked.
If we're disrespectful to motherfuckers, whoa.
Yeah.
I love bad bitches.
Yeah.
That shit sits well.
Yeah.
With a certain demographic of people.
Yeah.
But if I speak about goddesses, if I speak about how much noble a black woman is, nobody's gonna listen to that nonsense. Only a few will.
Yeah.
Only a few will.
But at the same time, I feel like if everybody is like lying and you are telling the truth, somehow you're gonna be the outstanding person. Like, don't you feel ganjado?
It could be whatever, bro, because it's like throwing a dice. You just gotta live your truth and be yourself, regardless. You just gotta be yourself. You don't have to give a fuck what people think and how people react towards what you think.
Sure.
But still have hunger to educate yourself more on topics and things that you're interested in.
Sure.
Or have a view about.
Sure.
Like listen to other opinions, challenging thoughts about what you strongly believe can build you.
Do you think, I have this question, like, do you think we would see abantu who are like on drugs, because we have people who are in the streets, right?
Sure.
And I won't say in the like abakasukaraza now, like however that is, but I just wanna ask the question again. Do you think that spiritually they are alive? Like
I don't know, bro. Like I think they are alive, bro. I think they are alive. Probably they're not as strong as they're supposed to be spiritually.
Or like
they're not zombies.
Yeah, because in a sense that I feel engazuguti, the way that we live as human beings, we have the spiritual part in us, yabo.
Yeah.
And then that spiritual part has like, it's either a good part or a bad part, and that comes within the spirit first before it comes with the actions that you do, So that's how curious I'm just like. I just want to know, Gucci.
I think everybody's good and bad. It's more about deciding which side you're gonna lean more into.
Sure.
Everybody's good and bad. I'm capable of bullshit too.
Yeah.
I'm capable of
nonsensical
things.
Sure.
Everybody is.
Sure.
But I try the hard parts. I try to be nicer, try to be kinder. Like I tend to focus on what's more positive. uplifting shit.
Yeah.
I try to not swear as much as I do.
Yeah.
You know, but fuck it. It is what it is. But I try to have a mentality that is about growth and have a positive impact even on others.
Sure.
So me living my life on a daily is not about me. It's also about the whole collective. It's also about my surroundings, the people who look up to me, the people I fucks with.
Yeah.
It's about you, it's about them, it's
Yeah.
about everyone. So not everybody has made that decision yet, whereby they say they're gonna live their life
and have an impact
and try to have an impact on their
other people's, yeah,
or understand that they do have an impact. So live according to that, to those lines. So
how did you get to that decision? Was it like your thing initially? Like, were you that person, or maybe before you were never that person and you had things that made you realize, you know, because I mean, I've been doing music, right?
Sure.
Like before, and with one's music, I was so centered in the first place on like wanting to make things work. I had a collective of people that I worked with, but I was just so into like me myself as like an artist, as like Blue is like a brand or a product. Yeah, well,
sure.
So as for Wena, do you think it's something that you learned along the way, or into that's a new?
I think I learned it along the way.
Sure.
Because I had access to information before, but my surrounding was different.
Sure.
You know, as soon as I started learning how to live with a smaller circle or alone, I had more time on finding out who I am and what is important to me, rather than to live for the whole collective. Because I'm a loyal person, so I was loyal to people who do heinous things, you know. So it's not a good thing, because wow, this motherfucker your neighbor just passes here. This nigga is a demon, bro.
Who?
Your neighbor.
Are you for real?
Yeah, the witch. He just passed. Yeah.
We're on camera, bro.
I'm just being my normal self, dog.
Okay, you being authentic.
Yeah, I have to be authentic. We live with witches too, dog.
The person is gonna be watching this, and then like the neighbor just passes through. Now they're gonna be curious to who's the neighbor.
It's Blue's neighbor. Blue's neighbor is a witch. I neighbors too.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. I'm not gonna defend no neighbor though. I just don't know what it is, but I know there's something.
It's just accusation, bro. Serious accusation. It might be false. But yeah, bro, like another thing, bro, it's like that impacts a lot of people is like what I just said. I said the witch just passed by, you know? So everybody is a painter.
Sure.
You know?
True.
Like
that's deep.
We have a power to paint people's images in our liking. So if you're a person who's full of hate, that guy is a father to someone. That guy is a, you know, he's everything to someone. But I can just decide and say, because I don't feel his energy, that guy is a witch. I don't fuck with that guy. So I just destroyed his whole character in front of people, in front of millions of views, and said the guy is a witch. Now everybody who likes me will agree with me.
He's gonna believe that, you know.
So I just destroyed a character for no fucking reason. But that was just an example of what happens in the hood.
I feel
character
like
assassination, bro.
Sure.
Like people would paint you with the information, with limited information they have about you. Sometimes the information that they have about you is false. you know. So I've learned to be a type of person where I don't even give a fuck about compliments because I don't want shit that is from outside to have an impact inside.
Sure.
Because if I take compliments serious, that means I'm gonna take criticism as serious.
Sure.
Of which it should not be the case.
Sure.
I should always be sure about what I am and what I feel and how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm in charge of that. Like the next person is not in charge on how the fuck I feel.
Yeah.
They don't have an impact on how I feel as a person. So if you are fully developed adults, that's what you should get. You cannot blame other people for your internal problems.
Sure.
You in charge of that shit.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. That's just the way it is. So we should grow and understand that we also painters. So beware of how you paint other people. Beware on how you struck your painting in that portrait on how you paint other people.
Sure.
You know, because we tend to be masters when it comes to character assassinations and being destructive.
Yeah, the negative aspects of painting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People get too good with that.
I feel you.
You know, like in the hood, people are more invested on knowing things that are fucked up about you or that they think are true about you. Just for isizathu esiyi-1 sokuthi angimtshele ngaloyo.
I feel you.
Angizomtshela phela mina ngizomtshela indaba zakhe.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Because that is more important ukuthi I must have a power to bring down a certain individual.
Yeah.
So there are people who are invested on knowing the negatives about everybody else. So they could have something to
bring you down
to
on.
bring anyone down that they come across. Or
sure.
if in any day,
you
guys have a clash, they'll be able to snap the joy out of you
and be like, yo, pela wena kanje.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I never give a fuck about what the next person thinks about the next person. You know, I like to experience things
your own,
myself. You know, I like to analyze for myself than to listen to hood politics or the media. I'm not a media person.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel you. That's dope. That's dope. It goes back to this thing you've mastered being in control like of yourself so that your surrounding is not affected. You know, so you're not only just living as an individual, but you're also living as someone who cares about people around here, you know.
Sure.
So you wouldn't just say something that probably will make or will paint that person ngendlela A and B, you know, just for your own sake or for your own benefit. You take that person for who they are or for that situation for what it is. You know.
Who's the wackest rapper? Who's the most famous wackest rapper in South Africa? Give me two, because I know you have an answer, bro. They famous, but their fame is not equivalent to their dopeness. Give me two. Overrated, overhyped, wackest auto-tune motherfuckers.
I'd say one is Blackie.
Whoa.
No, for real.
Okay.
One is Blackie, and the other one, who that is? You can say the other one, but I feel like Blackie's somehow not it. Not to just no, for real, dog. No, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm trying to say is that like I have this way of coming in like a hood, yabo, and knowing what is really happening in Lukshini. So I expect people who know that experience or who've been through that to get in the game and talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, see those records, dog. Don't be over there and just like, yeah. Like, it's dope. I feel you. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. You're doing the most. But what are you informing me, bro? What am I gaining, dog?
You feel like he's not being too informative?
Yeah, I feel like he's a clown. Yeah, I feel like he's a clown. You know, there's a difference between.
But people like him. That's what people want.
Yeah, true, for sure. But remember, you said that people rather fall on the lies side than sticking with the truth. You know, so for me, I would say that the dopest rapper or the dopest album that I've heard in the game would be the album Machine Eagle Yellow. Yeah. In my age, in my own experience, I feel like the way that he makes music at that time of his life was like the most like realistic things. You know, he talks.
What would it take for him to make another Yellow?
Obviously, I think.
I don't think he's doing the same thing as he used to.
Okay, I don't know, but like I feel like I was good to, if niggas could not take whatever that money is in their mind, you know, because I feel like Bill Gates has a different reaction to a rapper in terms of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bill Gates will never flash too many dimes, but he can probably buy more than a rapper's dime. You know what I mean? So niggas tend to forget who they really are as soon as they see that the blade is getting bigger. Yeah, well.
So money got into them.
Yeah, for sure. Even Nasty C, for sure. Nasty C, back in the days.
That's nasty work, yeah.
I was like listening to, because I listened to Nasty C way too long before even people knew, you know, Nasty C.
Yeah.
So back in the day, he had like a mixtape, a 1 Kid, 1,000 Coffin. Yeah. It was still young at that time, album, and he had this mixtape.
What do you think that tape? It was him who wrote it, or he got help?
No, I think Nasty is like he writes his stuff. Yeah. Like at that time, the way he was saying things, I feel like he wrote it. Because even with what's the other mixtape, the Price City one? Yeah. I feel like everything that he talks about there. He talks about his mother. He talks about how his father doesn't want him to rap. You know, in a way that is like way too personal. You can hear it from the vocals. Chitalo is going through this and this and this and this.
It made sense.
Exactly. As for like now, he still makes good music, you know, but in a sense that he does not really go back to his core place, you know.
But I think when it comes to Ntiga Yesizwe, I think when it comes to Udiloy,
yeah,
he's dope. He got his chance when he was younger.
Yeah.
He made it too big.
Yeah.
You probably don't relate to him because he's like rich now.
No. Okay, besides relating to him, because to me, he is rich.
Yeah.
But to me, at the same time, I feel like being rich is not really only about these materialistic things, you know. Yeah. I also feel like when you get rich, for example, just like Burna Boy.
Yeah.
I feel like Burna Boy is like, you know, I take Burna Boy way too serious than a whole lot of rappers or whoever here in South Africa. You know, Burna Boy is one of the people who would make a record that is so humble,
sure,
but at the same time is in like UK, he's in like England, he's in like US. You know what I mean?
He's really, really rich.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, he still goes to his country, make a humble record. You know, like there's this record. I don't know if it's normal, but there's a record whereby he's in he's in his own hood, and he's walking with the people. They're walking with him in the streets and things. So, like you can see, you go to this person has everything that he has wanted, but he can still go back there and say, you know what, I'm still this. You know what I mean? I'm no longer now gonna be like only just in England, and I feel like our artists, you know, they only get online to tell you to buy their tickets. You know, they never say, on this million that I made, on this 500K that I made on whatever show that I did, I'm going back to a certain school. You know, I'm going back to a certain community.
Maybe they
you know.
They just private with it. Who knows? They just choose to be private because they're famous people.
Okay.
I think they do the good way.
Okay.
I don't think there's anyone of that stature
who doesn't,
who wouldn't contribute back to where they came from, knowing how it is where they came from.
I hope they do.
I pray they do.
Yeah, I hope they really do, because these people put their own hearts. You know, these people put their own minds. These people set you up to be a role model. Yeah, but when they vote for you,
people make you, bro.
Exactly, you know. And then when you get to the top, you're still a role model. It doesn't change a thing, you know. So when you start showing more of diamonds, you know, and saying less about how does it takes to get diamonds, or how to articulate certain things that are happening in the hood in order for you to have diamonds someday, then are you a leader? You know, or are we supposed to just watch or look at you being like a brand or whatever that you are, you know? So I feel like they should also enter on those spaces. Not to say like the workers, rapper or whatever artist like Blackie is that much, but the feeling I was with young king of to say sure. Just like Tupac was one of the dopest artists, ne?
Yeah.
In his era, not only because he said like, I'll fuck bitches, I'll do this, I'll do that, but at the same time he said that we are going through war, we are going through certain things that we have to talk about like how come people have like big houses and other people don't have houses, you know, all those kind of things. Yeah, but this niggas are clowning way too much though, for real.
They're clowning too much.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I feel like
yeah, it was just
I don't feel I'm a lot of rappers.
No,
on a personal level, I like Blackie. On a personal level.
Why?
You know, I've came across him. Guy is humble.
Sure.
He speaks with respect. Nji Fitz is out. He out. According to me. But when you wanna judge him by his profession and the messaging, it's a whole different topic,
yeah.
Because you
Sure.
I had a great experience in Shanana Nae. So I was like, okay,
so
it's respectful. Is he a good rapper? Is he a what? I'm just happy the homie made it out the hood. Because that's the thing to me, it's like as in family can eat now.
Sure.
At least the homie can provide now.
Sure.
He can do certain moves.
Sure.
He can make a certain change. He
for people,
invest in homies' dreams if they're ambitious enough.
Yeah.
There's so much he can do. He's a powerhouse now.
Yeah.
So I just looked at it in that way.
Sure, I feel you. Yeah,
but as far as the messaging, like we can go against everybody in the game when it comes to that. I don't think there's an outstanding rapper who speaks the truth the way you want the truth to be spoken, the way I want it to be spoken. I think that makes us perfect candidates to tell our own truths. Because probably the homies do not see it the way you see it. Probably the homies are not aware
of it, as much as I am.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah, bolon.
I feel you.
The name might be big, Casper in your vest.
Yeah.
Yeah, bolon.
Sure.
But there's someone ongayena Casper in your vest. He has to be Casper in your vest in a public eye. He still has to be a son to someone. He still has to be a father to someone. He still has to be a brother to someone.
Sure.
So there are so many things that goes on in people's lives that it's hard for them to have the same perspective as you do, because being like a Tupac, or sing it that way is rare. Even in the US, it's rare for people to speak about the pain that is felt on the streets.
Sure.
It's rare for people to speak about the truth and not be.
So it's like is it dope to I feel like that compromises the real thing. I feel like then if I have to be dope, then that means I have to talk about strippers. If I have to be dope, that means I have to talk about busting pussy, all that type of shit. Because that's what those niggas do. That's what happens. I have to talk about baking cocaine, and then that's when I'm gonna be dope. Because if I talk about helping people who don't have things, then it's like
if it's a popping record, it's gonna pop.
I feel you.
If it's a popping record, it's gonna pop. Because I make records. Some of the records about the homies feel like they should not come out because I speak on way too much. Some things are classified. They're just classified.
Sure.
So they should remain classified, because if you speak about things that are
unsupposed to be
spoken about, things that probably involve open cases and on all that,
sure,
it gets So because of that, there are dope songs I cannot even release.
Sure.
And when I try to be real, the homies feel like, nah, what you say is too gangster. While like the intention is not to be gangster, the intention is
to tell the truth.
To be real and tell the truth. Because in order for you to appreciate YTT billionaire, I have to show you who's chronic.
Sure. Yeah, I feel you.
Why chronic?
Sure.
So I've lived way longer as chronic than I've done as YTT billionaire.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
I didn't have the mentality that I am because you are. So you the truth. Like embracing the next person, eye and eye type of vibe.
Sure.
Have the YTT mindset.
Sure.
For a long time.
Sure, I feel you.
It was different. You get me?
Yeah.
So when I'm making a song, it's easy to tell stories that relate with chronic than YTT.
Sure.
Because with YTT, I manifest.
Yeah. And it became.
Yeah. So even now, like, the songs are more for manifestation than chronic. Because I talk about shit that already happened. Yeah, bro?
Sure.
I really saw what they did to Smell. And that was the homie.
Sure.
It really took like 8 guys with machine guns to stop the homie.
Sure.
Yeah, bro?
Sure.
And the homie was 2 years younger than me. Because we them niggas.
Yeah.
You know what
I feel you.
So, fair to, I feel like if the game has rappers who are rapping about things that they've been through, the game is gonna be back on top. The game is gonna be there because it's like a movie.
But I feel like, at the same time, there's a lie. There's a very big lie.
Yeah.
As you know why I'm saying this is because look at how Ricky Rick died. And look at how Ricky Rick lived or represented himself.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, how come, bro, can somebody who has so much, when I'm looking, from my perspective, when
Absolutely.
but like it's like he had like so much when you look at him on TV, when you look at him on like Instagram, whatever, and the way he died, it was like there are certain things that we did not know of.
Hey, I wish I can speak more on that.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Yeah.
But I have respect for the family. I have respect for people who respected him and liked him.
Sure.
But a quick game.
Yeah.
There are certain things niggas involve themselves with.
Sure.
There are certain powers.
Exactly.
They have to be aligned with.
Sure. So
in order for you to gain influence.
Sure, I follow you.
Because not everybody is dope.
Then
there
truth
are
be told,
people
sure,
who are just liked for being themselves.
Yeah, the vibe.
They don't make dope tracks.
Sure.
But anything they touch that they're involved with is bound to be a success.
Yeah, and are they like the part of whatever that?
So they have like spiritual contracts that you wouldn't understand with certain individuals or entities or whatever it may be.
Sure.
So based on that, that is that when it comes to that.
Sure.
Yeah, well, but I don't want to speak on that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, but I think I've said enough about that. Yeah,
okay.
hold on.
Okay.
So, my thing is, so if your shit is authentic, your shit is authentic. Yeah, well, but people are not leaving the shandies. They doing this for money. If you're doing this for money, then you bound to have to take that path in order for you to pop, as in tomorrow. You popping tomorrow. You popping before the day ends. Yeah, boy.
And then
because you're spiritually enhanced now. You're in a different league.
Sure, and then
it comes with certain consequences.
Exactly. So and then you somehow lose a part of you to gain a part that you don't have.
Yeah, bruh. Like
does it have to be that way? Like, does it really have to be like that? Like, there's no any other way to be you and be successful?
We're about to find out.
I feel you. I feel you, bro. I feel you.
But yeah, bro. Yeah, we're about to find out on. You need certain energy.
Yeah.
I think you need certain upgrades. You need certain powers.
Sure.
You need to be aligned with certain vibrations in order for you to make it big.
I feel you.
You need that, bro. It's necessary. Yeah, bro.
Sure.
Because some niggas cannot be failures. Some niggas refuse to be failures. Sure. They just can't be failures. You can't be a failure with so much talent.